Oh, hi Dana, welcome. So welcome to anyone that shows up in the live. Welcome to those in the replay. I wasn't going to jump on today, but I probably won't be on tomorrow, so I thought I'd do it while I've got some time. It's a bit hit and miss right now. So today we're going to be doing a twin flame all signs reading and soulmate. So we're doing the energy of your connection for twin flames and soulmates. So we're going to check in with the divine masculine, check in with the divine feminine, check in with the mutual energies, and use oracle decks and tarot. And if anyone's in the live, you can pop a question in the chat and I will get to it. And I just want to start off the reading tonight with a message. This is from the Hidden Worlds deck, okay, which has got beautiful images in it. And this is the card that came out. 40, the secret, the unknown, mysteries and wonders. And you can't really, it doesn't show up in the camera, but it's like a reddy orange sky behind that person. And that person looks like a being of light in the darkness, because you've got the dark trees and the dark red and orange, but there's light, there's light glowing there. So let's see what the message is. We walk through this world, and so does she by our side, releasing to us the understanding that we can measure with our minds at any time. We claim we wish to know, that we desire to understand the reasons and the ways of the universe. But the truth is our minds can only connect so much and understand so much from our human framework. So she holds the entire mystery that is us within our hands, and from them flows just enough to keep us seeking, questing, yearning and searching. It is not a deliberate withholding, but a way of measuring our experience. For to release the entire knowledge of the Akashic records and all of souls into one being would be to disrupt us to the point of madness. So know there are unknowns, accept there are secrets. Focus instead on the laws you can work with, and accept the wonder that is the presence of the soul's multiple selves, lives, expressions, and know it is a fragment of a greater whole. This is why we have lifetime after lifetime. This is why we experience so much. And this is why you have suffered and struggled and learned and let go and finally come to a place of compassion within yourself. The totality of your magnificence will not be lost and is known when returned for a time, between lifetimes, to the home of our souls. She holds the secret and you hold the key, and you are discovering more and more with every breath, with every step on this journey called life. Wow. Illumination. I am at peace with the mystery that is my existence. I will explore and discover, yet know there are greater secrets and other lifetimes in which to explore them. Wow, very profound message there. So I hope that reached who it needed to. So I'm going to start. Oh, hi, Gathami. Hi, Lady T. Hi, Neha. The crowd are here. The crowd are here. The gang are here, rather. The gang are here. Okay, so let's look at Aries. We're going to look at those of you in a twin flame or soulmate connection. So let's look at the masculine energies. And I'm using my deck, Divine Masculine, Journey to Sacred Union. So this is in my online shop if you're interested. So what is the Divine Masculine's energy in this connection? So this could be you, Aries, or this could be somebody you're connecting with. What is the energy of the Divine Masculine right now? Right, so we've got trigger, someone doesn't runner, a meetup leads to intimacy, and a denial of any a connection of any feelings. Yeah, I do not want to hurt you or hurt people I love. So something about this connection is triggering somebody. I feel it's the person you come to the reading about. They could be a runner. They could be in that runner energy. You could be in separation. Maybe you meet up. Maybe they're going to want to meet up, or you've met up recently and it was intimate and then they ran again. That can be a pattern sometimes. But they're denying that they have feelings for you in one side, but on the other side, they do have feelings for you and they don't want to hurt you. So I feel this person is very conflicted right now. So on the one hand, they do have feelings for you, but they run from their feelings because they feel every time they've been in love, somebody's got hurt, and they've probably got hurt as well. And the other part of them wants to deny it. So what about the feminine? And this is my deck. Divine feminine energies of light and dark. So what about the feminine energies in this connection? What about the feminine energies? Yeah, so we've got Earth Mother, someone in touch with nature, the environment, animals. So somebody very grounded. The feminine is very grounded, very down to earth. Maybe somebody that likes to go out in nature a lot. And we've got strong, has inner strength, mental and emotional, reliable. So somebody could be older, could be a mature lady in the connection. The feminine could be older than the masculine. Doesn't have to be. But has overcome a lot. It's very strong emotionally. And it's in the divine feminine energy. So she's in that loving, caring, kind energy. She's focusing on self-love right now. And as she does that, she can focus on sending that energy out to others as well, and sending it out to her masculine. And she could be somebody that's teaching, that passing on knowledge to others. Could be a role model. Maybe you're online sharing your twin flame or soulmate experiences. There's something about you teaching others. So that could be part of why you're here. That could be part of your mission. So what's the mutual energies? And this is my deck. Twin flame journey to union. So what's the mutual energies? What's the mutual energies of this connection? And then I'm going to get some tarot. Yeah, you're both getting into that energy of self-love and self-care, which is really important. Yeah, and living in the moment, stop and smell the roses. For me, that's the energy of being in the now, living in the moment, not focusing on the past, not focusing on the future, just being in the moment. Yeah, I think you're both feeling this deep soul love. So I feel that you're both recognizing that connection between you. Even though you may be apart right now, you're both feeling that, okay? You're both feeling that. So let's get an outcome. What's happening next in this connection? What's happening next with the tarot for this connection for Aries? What's happening next? Yeah, there's a lot of overthinking. Eight of Swords has been stuck up in our head, feeling stuck. So there's definitely stuck energy. Overthinking, not connecting with your feelings. But we do have Justice coming in. And the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is that ultimate. It's like that loving relationship. It's like moving in together. It's creating a home and a family, financial stability and abundance. So I feel in your connection areas, this is heading towards you. Okay. But right now, you're still working on yourself. So that's the energy that I'm picking up there for Aries. And remember, these are general messages. So take what resonates. And as I said, don't forget to check out not just your sun, but your moon, your rise and your Venus. Just going to do one more and then we will get on to the questions. Okay, so let's look at Taurus. Let's look at Taurus. What's the energy of Taurus? What's the energy of Taurus, the masculine, in your connection, Taurus? What's the energy of the masculine in your connection, Taurus? Yeah, so this person, it says meet up, talk leads to intimacy, amazing sexual chemistry, and my feelings as deep as the ocean. So it's not just about a hookup. This person is really feeling, there are feelings towards you. They're really wanting to be intimate with you, to express that with you. They're feeling that strong chemistry, that strong attraction with you, and they want to be with you. Okay, so that is what they're feeling right now. So what about the feminine? What about the feminine? What's the energy of the feminine in this connection for Taurus? It's the energy of the feminine. Yeah, so for the feminine, we've got someone intelligent, someone that does use logic, but I feel you balance that with your heart, with your intuition, and you're good at problem solving, and you're in a joyful, happy energy. You're feeling more positive. You're feeling blessed right now, and you could be a healer. Some of you could be healers working with crystals or Reiki, if you're not a healer for others, you're healing yourself, and you're in a good energy right now. Okay, you're in a good energy. So let's look at the mutual energy. Let's look at the mutual energy for the connection. What's the mutual energy here for Taurus? Yeah, we've got roll the dice. So I feel you're both ready to take a chance on this. Yeah, you're feeling that connection. It says twin flames, invisible cords of love. You're feeling that connection. Yeah, we've got back in each other's arms, and twin flame union wants to come out there. So yeah, I feel that this connection is heading towards union right now. Okay, you're both wanting that. You're both feeling that. And you've done that healing. You've done that healing on yourselves. So what's next in this connection? What's next for Taurus and their twin flame? Somewhere what's next? Yeah, we've got the Hangman reverse. So coming out of stark, stagnant energy, time to move forward after looking at things from a new perspective, both wanting to move forward. Yeah, we've got Judgment, which can talk about that rebirth, that reconnection, and it's divinely guided. This is the tarot card. The traditional tarot has Archangel Gabriel, and it's that rebirth energy. And we've got the Two of Cups. So yeah, there's definitely a happy reunion. You're both going to feel it. Okay, so that's a beautiful message for Taurus. Okay, so I'm going to get to the questions. So no, Dana was here first, so thanks for coming. I don't know if you're still there, Dana, but messages from your divine masculine for Dana. So I don't know if you're still there, Dana, but bear with me. So for Dana, what does her DM want her to know right now? What does her DM want her to know right now? What does her DM want her to know? Dana's DM, what does he want her to know? Yeah, we got soulmate, but he's feeling that soul connection, he's definitely feeling that. Yeah, I feel he's surrendering, he's not fighting it anymore. Yeah, he's definitely missing you, thinking of you. Yeah, he wants to build a home and a foundation with you. Yeah, we've got non-committal came out reverse. So I feel this person's changed. They do want, a commitment. They do want to change out of that. They're coming out of that non-committal energy. Yeah, social media, keeping tabs. So I don't know if he's got a way of checking up on you, but definitely checking up. I feel checking up, see whether you've moved on with anyone else. Yeah, he sees you as his divine feminine. You're the one you're the one on his mind. You're the one he's focused on. Let's get you some messages from him. So what does he want to say to Dana? What does her DM want to say to Dana? So DM want to say to Dana. The highest light, love and truth. Yeah, I'm seeing signs everywhere that remind me of you. You are so sexy, so sensual to me, you turn me on. So probably fantasizing about you. Yeah, baby, be mine. You know, he wants you. He wants you to be with him. He wants to be together. Yeah, let me be your one and only love. Remembering those times are my happiest memories. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch, but I did not know what to say. What's he want to say? Wow. It was love at first sight. I never told you this. So I feel this person had that. I mean, I don't know if you felt that way as well, but you had that immediate connection, that immediate attraction, that chemistry. But you know, sometimes it can be overwhelming, and maybe that's what happened. That person wasn't ready and felt overwhelmed. So that's the message I'm getting, Dana. Hope that helps. So Lady T wants a message from her DM as well. Okay, let's have a look. What does Lady T's DM want to say? What does Lady T's DM want to say? What does Lady T's DM want to say? Well, we've got the same card come out that came out before. I was shuffling, believe me. So again, soulmate, feeling that soul connection with you. Yeah, they're silent. It says silent, no contact. So they're not talking, I feel, to you right now. I think you said that the other day, unless that's changed. Yeah, they've got self-esteem issues, it says, right now. They're not feeling great. Yeah, they want to change things between you. Okay, but I feel they're working on themselves right now. Yeah, they do feel that you are fated to me. They feel it's an important connection. Okay, they do feel, you know, there's obviously something between you both. So let's get a message. And I'm going to use one of my decks that I designed. Honest Love Messages Oracle. So for Lady T, what was the message for Lady T from her DM? It's a message for Lady T from her DM. I feel I can't ask you to wait for me while I sort myself out, but I hope we can reconnect again soon. So they're feeling a bit guilty. They're wondering if you're like waiting on them in some way. I mean, nobody should wait for anybody. You know, just get on with your life. Focus on you right now because this person is going through something. Yeah, I think this came out the other day. I wish I knew for sure how you feel. If you feel the same, I'm scared of rejection. So again, that could be holding them back. Fear of rejection. I mean, nobody wants to be rejected. But we have to bite the bullet sometimes and take a chance. I'm sorry I stopped talking to you and it's been so long. I'm sorry I've not reached out to you. Now, I think you said the other day that you might block this person, but I feel that they're holding themselves back right now. Okay, because they've got some work on themselves to do. So just send that person loving energy, okay, and focus on you right now, Lady T, okay? Hi, Nihal. Hi, Gothami. Yeah, I thought you did, Dana. Yeah, I thought you did. Hello, Corey Wright. Yeah, anyone's welcome here. Anyone's welcome here. I'm going to do your reading, Neha, and then I'm going to get back to the signs. So, current thinking of Mamat Singh. Okay, so Neha, I know you care a lot about this person, but you keep asking the same questions every day, and you really need to focus on yourself, okay, Neha? You know, focus on yourself, do things for you. So Mamat's thinking. Yeah, we've got spiritual awakening, realization. So this person could have come to a realization about this connection, some awakening energy there. Yeah, we've got unsent messages. So they may, I don't know if he's got your number, but wanted to reach out, but not sending messages. We've got anxiety and worry there. So maybe feeling anxious about this for some reason. But we've got unexpected energy all of a sudden. So there could be a sudden change here. Okay, there could be a sudden shift. So let's get a message. Oh, hi Amber, welcome. Let's get a message for Neha from your person, Mamet. I'm letting go of negative thoughts and behaviours. You make me want to be a better person. So they're focusing on themselves. Like I said, you need to focus on you right now. I'm fearful and anxious of how strong my feelings are for you. I love the way Spirit works because we had that anxiety come out. So they could be feeling a bit overwhelming, their feelings. I want to hold you in my arms, look into your eyes, kiss your lips with passion once more. So they're definitely thinking about you. So there could be a sudden shift there. Okay, so I'm going to get on with the signs and then I will do your message, Gathame. So we're up because I need to get on with the signs. So Gemini, you're the divine masculine in your connection. What is that energy? The divine masculine in your connection. So yeah, the divine masculine, your connection. So that could be you, Gemini, or the person you're connecting with. We've got silence, doesn't know what to say, says nothing. So you could be in separation, no contact. And I mean, that's what the readings are for. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, actually. For people in, separation, no contact. We've got soul love. And they're feeling that soul connection. And they're opening up to spirit at the moment. They're really, I feel they're going within. And doing some inner work. Yeah, you take their breath away. Okay, so they're, your beauty or the way you are, not just the way you look, but, your personality, the way you are, they're overwhelmed. So what about the feminine in this connection for Gemini? About this connection. Yeah, we've got low self-esteem coming out for the feminine right now. So may not be in the best of energy right now. But we've got spiritual using intuition, meditate. So I feel the low self-esteem, not taking care. I feel that's a past energy. And the feminine is coming out of that and is really taking care of herself now, using her intuition, doing self-care, doing spiritual practice. Yeah, and the feminine is becoming adventurous, open to new things, wants to go to new places, is opening up her world. So there could have been a phase where the feminine in this connection was, especially when you're like in separation and you feel the other person doesn't care, there's no conversation or whatever, it can affect us. It can affect our self-esteem. Yeah, we've got a beautiful energy for the feminine. So we've got young woman just starting out on life's journey. Where will she go? What should become full potential? So the feminine is ready for a new beginning, ready for adventures. Taking, whether you're young or an older lady, it doesn't matter. It's just like youthful energy of a new beginning. So the feminine is ready for that new beginning. So let's look at the mutual energies. Let's look at the mutual energies. What's the mutual energies of this connection? What's the mutual energies? Yeah, we've got telepathic energy, sexy loving in the astral. So you could be connecting telepathically. You could be dreaming about each other. You could be connected in the 5D because it says sexy loving. And the connection, I feel that you both felt that connection, but you're both questioning whether the other person felt it. And, there's confusion, why is this happening? So I feel that's around why you're in separation. But I feel the feminine and the masculine in these connections are actually both doing their own inner work right now. Yeah, it's confirming time apart right now. So I feel that you could be in time apart with this person. As I said, this is for people in separation. So let's look at the outcome. Let's look at the outcome for Gemini. What's happening in this connection moving forward for Gemini? What's happening in this connection? Yeah, we've got the Chariot, and I love this Chariot because it makes me laugh, actually, because you've got a car that's battered, sticky tape or whatever on it, holding it together. You've got black smoke billowing out of the back. It's not going to hold, I feel it's the masculine coming forward. It's not going to hold them back, okay? So despite challenges, despite obstacles, with moving forward, it's not going to stop this masculine coming forward. That's the energy I'm getting. They're they're still going to come forward. They're overcoming anything. They're going to come forward. Yeah, they want that new beginning with the Ace of Wands. They're feeling passionate. They're ready for a new beginning. Yeah, they're coming forward in Emperor energy. Okay, so I feel it's the masculine is going to be the one to make the first move there, which is how it should be, I feel. So that is the message for Gemini. Okay, so I'm going to just get to the question. So Goswami had a question. What did Siddharth realise about me after recent meeting? What did Siddharth realise about Goswami? What did Siddharth realise? We've got, look what's hidden between the lines. So even though they may not have said anything or expressed anything, they were hoping you picked up on their feelings. Yeah, we've got romantic feelings. So they do have romantic feelings for you. Even if they didn't speak it. A lot of people don't speak it. They were hoping that you picked up on it. Yeah, they want to build a home with you. I feel they want to create a home with you. At least build a foundation of this connection. They want to build, moving towards, like, maybe moving in together with you at some point. Yeah, when they think about you, they feel happy. You are their bliss. Yeah, I think this came out for you yesterday. I can't remember, but yeah, love. They're feeling the love. They're seeing signs about you. They're paying attention. Let's just get a message from them. What's a message? Oh, that came out. Meeting you was so unexpected. Yeah, so they weren't looking for anything maybe, and then their feelings got involved. Okay, so that's the message. Hello, Amber. So Amber has a question. Will I be moving to New York? Or another part of Maryland when I move to a different home? I haven't got my yes or no cards out. Let's see if I can get a message from the angels. Will Amber be moving to New York? Hello, Milky Haji. Will Amber be moving to New York? It says choose a new direction. Because I asked them, will you be moving to New York? Will Amber be moving to another part of Maryland? It's telling you to remain positive. There will be a peaceful resolution. It's saying a year from now, so I don't know if that is what you're looking to do. Will Amber move to Maryland? Yeah, it's asking you to let go. And I'm in a similar, not the same, but similar sort of circumstance right now. And sometimes we're trying to control it, aren't we? Because we want to, you know, it can make you feel unstable. But, you know, the angels want you to let go and trust. And I know that's easier said than done. I would recommend, I don't know if you meditate or pray, but I would suggest you do either of those or both of those and connect your guides or angels, whatever you resonate with, and ask for their guidance, ask for a sign, and visualize what it is you want. You know, visualize the outcome that you want, visualize the outcome that you desire, and feel the feelings as if it's already happened for you, because you are, you are the leader of your own life. So you are the creator of your own life. So just focus, okay? Just focus on what your desired outcome. So for Cancer, the divine masculine in your connection, what is that energy? So that could be you, Cancer, or somebody you're connecting with. So the masculine energy is saying, does she feel it too, this thing between us? So the masculine is feeling this connection, but is questioning whether the feminine does. And the masculine is in their man cave right now, no communication. They've withdrawn their energy. They're focusing on themselves. But they do want a sacred union. Love you always through time and space. My heart is always yours, my beloved. So the masculine is really feeling the feelings. They're wanting to be with the feminine, but they're questioning whether the feminine is feeling that way right now. So they're doing some contemplation. You know, they're really going within right now. So what about the feminine? Oh, you're welcome, Amber. Yeah. Just focus on the outcome that you desire. What's the feminine's energy in this connection with Cancer? Yeah, so the divine feminine is in the divine feminine in the Empress energy. She's on the journey to self-love, self-mastery, divine union with her counterpart. So she is feeling it. So there's some sort of a disconnect between you right now. And we've got abundant, fulfilled, radiant, and positive and hopeful. So the feminine is actually in a good energy. There could be a pregnancy involved in this connection, or it's just that, you know, new beginning. The Empress energy is that pregnant energy as well. So really feeling hopeful, the feminine. And maybe there is that wish, that want to have a family with their divine masculine. Yeah, the feminine is in a very generous energy. She's very giving. She helps others. She always helps others. So, again, she could have been a people pleaser. She could have been somebody that overgave. But I feel she's balancing it out now with self-care. She's taking care of herself instead of depleting her energy with others. But she's still very giving and nurturing person. And I feel that's what the masculine loves about his feminine. So what is the mutual energies? What is the mutual energies? Yeah, we've got the moon energy cycles going within. So we can see the masculine, I feel, is going within right now. I feel the feminine's done that inner work, and could be a little bit ahead of the masculine. Yeah, we've got alone time. So I feel right now you're both spending time alone. But there is a union coming in. So I feel that you're both wanting that. But right now you could be still working on yourselves, your energy. Because even though I feel the feminine is a bit more ahead, she senses that the masculine is not ready. Even though that is something that he wants as well. We've got union card come out twice. But she's sensing that the masculine is not quite ready. So what's the outcome here? What's the outcome? Yeah, we've got Knight of Wands energy. So you could be connecting with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somebody very passionate, somebody creative. Doesn't matter about the gender. But they want to communicate. Yeah, we've got the Empress come out. So yeah, definitely in this connection, the feminine is in the Empress energy. She's in that nurturing, and we've got the Two of Cups. So yeah, there definitely is going to be a union. So yeah, that's really beautiful. And I mean, when I do these readings, you know, it's difficult to get a timing because each connection is different, but it's within the next few months at the latest, I would say. Okay. So that is Cancer. So let's get on with the signs. So now we're going to get to Leo. So the Divine Masculine in Leo's connection. What is the energy of the Divine Masculine in Leo's connection? Yeah, so the masculine is feeling the spark, feeling the flame between you, but they're in runner energy, so they could have been the one that ran away from this connection, but they're feeling a past life connection with you. They've got memories of you being together. I mean, sometimes when we meet people that we've known in other lifetimes, there can be that immediate recognition. Not that we know it's a past lifetime, but we feel like we know somebody, and it's because we have. Okay, so I feel they could be getting flooded with these memories of being with you, being with the feminine in other lifetimes. Yeah, they feel like you put a spell on them. Have you put a spell on me? Because they can't stop thinking about you, and you know, they're feeling that intense passion and attraction, but they ran from it. They ran from it. So what about the feminine? What about the feminine? What energies is the feminine in? What energies for Leo is the feminine in? Yeah, we've got a healer. So the feminine could be a healer, or she's been doing some healing work on herself. Yeah, she's in the energy of self-love, self-respect, self-esteem. So she's in a really good energy right now, despite what's going on in the connection. And she's in that compassionate energy. Big loving heart, would help anyone, love for people and animals. So she's in that very compassionate energy. So even though the masculine ran, she has compassion for him. She has compassion for that person and that deep understanding. So what is the mutual energies? What is the mutual energies? Yeah, we've got karma. So there was karma, there was lessons, and that's probably because you had past lives together. And I feel that you may have triggered each other to work on these wounds and to do that healing. And we can see that the feminine has definitely done it. I'm not sure about the masculine. He's definitely spending time alone, I feel. Yeah, there is self-love and self-care going on here. Yeah, you both want to kiss each other. You both want to kiss and, you know, reunite. Yeah, there could be a text message. We've got hi, how are you? So one of you is going to reach out to the other, I feel, in the near future. So let's look at the outcome. Let's look at the outcome here. Oh, hi Kayla, welcome. What is the outcome for Leo? Yeah, we've got Six of Wands, so it's going to work out. You know, that's the success card. It's going to work out. Yeah, there's going to be, with the Ace of Swords, there's going to be honest communication, honest conversation between you. Yeah, we've got Judgment energy again, which is that rebirth, that reconciliation, and it's divinely guided, okay, with the angel there. So, yeah, that's the message for Leo. Oh, hi, SS. Welcome. So now we're doing Virgo. So as I said before, check your, not just your sun, but your moon, your rise, and your Venus. Whatever resonates more with your love life, depending on where it is in your chart. That, you know, that particular sign. So what is the divine masculine energy in this connection? So with the divine masculine in this connection, we've got a distance between us. So you could, you know, obviously these readings are for people in separation or contact, but you could actually live, for some of you, maybe even live in different countries, different parts of the country you're in. You know, there is a distance, but I don't feel it's just physical. I feel it's an emotional distance. But we've got like a tower moment coming in, so there could be a sudden shift. But things are unclear. The masculine's unclear. He's not clear on where this is headed. But he's really missing the feminine. Craving you, I want to see you again. So he's really missing the feminine right now. Okay. So even if he hasn't reached out, he's really missing the feminine. So what about the feminine's energy? What about the feminine energy? What about the feminine's energy right now? What's the feminine energy in Virgo's connection? So we've got manifesting. Sorry, materialistic. I thought it said manifesting. So maybe somebody, a feminine, is stuck in their I feel, sorry, I'm not showing the card, stuck in there, focusing on money, focusing on their work, their career, because they need to right now. So they're not not feeling connected maybe to their masculine. They're focusing on like root chakra energy, getting grounded. But we do have the divine feminine again. So I feel that could be like a past energy where the feminine had to focus on that. And now she's in that self-love, self-mastery. She's wanting union. She's wanting union. So she is taking care of herself. Yeah, the feminine could be a light worker, someone who's here to help raise consciousness of others, to ground light codes, to live in the light. So the divine feminine could be a very spiritual person. And very creative. We've got creative, paints, draws, writes songs, poems, stories, has a passion. So very creative, very spiritual person, the divine feminine. But the masculine may not be. The masculine may not be a spiritual person as such. So what is the mutual energies? Some mutual energies. Yeah, there's a question, are they playing games? So I don't know which side that's on. So you could both be questioning each other. You're not sure if the other person is serious. Why is this happening? Yeah, there's some hurt and anger and sadness here. And that, there's unclear energy. We saw that with the masculine. He was unclear about his connection. Yeah, but you're both feeling this connection. We've got twin flames, invisible cords of love. So despite the confusion, despite the lack of communication, you are both feeling the connection, okay? And I feel with that tower energy, there's going to be a shift here. Hello, Let's. Welcome. What's the outcome for Virgo here? Yeah, so this is a strong connection. You're both feeling the strength of this connection despite the time apart, despite the lack of communication. Yeah, with the moon energy, things are unclear right now. The moon can be like hidden, things are in shadow, and we saw that, neither of you are clear on this connection right now. There's confusion, I feel. But there is the wish fulfillment coming in. You are each other's wish fulfillment. And the star is that talks about healing and wish fulfillment. So I feel right now you're both in need of healing. So you're focusing on your healing. And you are each other's wish fulfillment. So that is the message for Virgo. So these cards I'm using, the Twin Flame cards, they're all in my online shop. If you're interested, I will leave the link in the comments on the replay if you want to check it out. So S has a question. What is the next step of MR in relationship? What is the next step? Yeah, I did your reading. Oh, did I not do your reading, Gathami? It's your question. I could have swore I did your reading, Gathami. Yeah, I'm sure I did it. I'm sure I did that. I would do it again, but I'm sure I've done it, to be honest. Maybe I didn't. It's hard to remember when you're doing lots of readings. So for Gathame, what did Siddharth realise after recent meeting? Yeah, this person is trusting in that intuition. Yeah, they feel a magnetic attraction and passion towards you. Yeah, they've been working on their self-esteem because we've got insecurity reversed. So I feel they're working on that. They're trying to be better. And they want to transition. They want to change this, whatever's happening between you. And they do feel that it was a fated meeting. They do feel that this is an important connection between you. So let's get a message. What does this person want to say to Gathame? This love seems impossible. We are so different, yet I cannot forget you. So, yeah, they definitely have feelings for you. They can't forget you. I want to talk to you, hear your voice, hear you laugh, be with you once more. So, yeah. Yeah, they can't get you out of their mind, and they're feeling that connection, okay? So I think you've got two messages now, okay? Because I'm sure I did it earlier, but I couldn't remember, so so let's get back to SS. What is the next step of MR in relationship? What's the next step of MR in relationship? What is happening with MR towards SS? What is the next step of MR towards SS? What is the next step towards SS? What's the next step? Yeah, I mean, we've got the Seven of Swords reversed, and when it's upright, it can talk about a bit of deception. And I feel with it being reversed, I feel the truth's going to come out, the truth's going to get revealed to you. But right now we've got the moon upright, and again, the moon is about things that are hidden, you don't see everything, but I feel it's going to be revealed to you. And we have the justice there. So I feel this person is going to reveal the truth to you. Okay, I feel it's around their feelings maybe. Why is that there? Why is that there? What's the moon there? It's the justice there. Yeah, with the High Priestess and the World and the Page of Pentacles, I feel they're trusting in their own intuition, they're following their own gut, they want a whole new chapter with the world, and they want to message you, they want to communicate to you and speak the truth, you know, because with the Seven of Swords reversed, they want to speak their truth, they want to reveal the truth to you. What is the truth? What is the truth? What is the truth? Yeah, they see you as a soulmate connection. The Lady and the Lord is the Lover's card. They see this soul connection. They feel a soul connection between you. What action might they take? What action might they take? Yeah, we've got Three of Wands. So it's all going to happen in divine timing. They're trusting in the divine timing. And we've got the star energy. So they do see you as a wish fulfillment. But they're waiting for the right time. Okay? Hope that helps. Just got to grab a drink. Hello, Nukuhana. Yeah, I'm okay. How are you? Hello, Raj Kake. So, Raj KK, I'm not sure how to say it, to be honest with you. You want to know how Jazz Karan feels about you. So let's have a look for J Raj KK. How does Jazz Karan feel about them? And then I'm going to have to get on with the signs. I know there's another question, but I'm going to get on with the signs and then I'll come back to the questions. Yeah, they want a relationship, it says, connecting. They want to connect. Yeah, they want a new beginning here. They're feeling hopeful. They could be keeping an eye on you on social media. I don't know if they have your details. But they feel this magnetic attraction towards you. Let's get a message from them. What's the message? What's the message for Raj? What's the message? What's the message? Yeah, they're feeling good about you and them. I will be telling you my truth soon. They want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you how they feel. Wow, they're in love with you. I love you. Wow. So I feel that's fairly straightforward. Okay, so it's pretty clear. So no kuhama. Okay, I'll just do that and then I'll get on with the signs. A message is from Al, just to see what his thoughts are of me. Okay, let's get some messages from Al for Noku Hana. What messages does Al have? Wow. My love is as deep as the ocean. You are such a beautiful soul. You have such a calmness to you and are beautiful inside and out. And you're constantly on my mind. So yeah, they can't stop thinking about you. They have you in really high esteem. Okay, so that is your message. I'm now going to carry on with the signs. You're welcome, Raj, KK. So for Libra, the masculine in your connection, what is their energies for the masculine in your connection? As I said, these twin flame cards I'm using are in my online card shop if you're interested. So for the divine masculine in Libra's connection, we've got someone takes your breath away. So I feel that's the divine feminine. You never met anybody like that before, and you know you need to make choices. You're not sure though where you want to go, what you want to do. And right now you could be focusing on your work, your career, because you feel it's too painful to feel. So your heart could be blocked right now. Okay, you could be a bit closed off, even though you're aware of this connection, and you're suppressing your feelings. I feel. Yeah, you're feeling very passionate. This person set you aflame. So there is a lot of strong desire and passion here, but you're trying to keep a lid on it, because it makes you feel a bit out of control and you're not sure where things are going to go. So what about the divine feminine in this connection? What about the divine feminine? Oh, hi, Kim. Welcome. How are you? Hi. Yeah, of course, Kayla. Of course you can. So the feminine is somebody that is very fearless, very brave. She feels the fear and does it anyway. So she may have fear, she may have doubts, but she does things anyway. She moves forward. She could be very professional. She's got a career that she loves. She's very driven in some way, and yeah, she's focused on that. And I feel you're both focusing on your work right now. But she's in that self-love energy. She's in good self-worth, self-esteem, and she does want union. But I don't feel, even though the passion is there for the masculine, I don't feel he's ready for that. And I feel that the feminine is feeling that. Is feeling the masculine is not ready. So what is the mutual energy? Yeah, so we've got suddenly a message out of the blue. So one of you could be messaging the other suddenly. Yeah, right now you're in time apart. Like I say, these are for people in separation. You could have a telepathic link. You could be dreaming about each other. You could be connecting in the 5D. So even though you're not talking in the physical, or even seeing each other, you're probably connected. You're probably connected. You're still very connected. I don't know why I keep saying that. It may start off as a friendship. We've got let's be friends. Because there is a fear, I feel there's a fear in the masculine particularly, of being broken-hearted. So it feels safer to be friends. So that's what could happen. But I don't feel it's going to stay friends. Let's get the outcome. What's the outcome? What's the outcome for this connection? What's the outcome? Yeah, we've got message again, Page of Pentacles. So yeah, expect a message to come in. Well, we've got Ten of Cups. So, yeah, it could start off a friendship, but this masculine wants a relationship with the feminine. But there is no harm in taking things slow. So that is Libra. Okay, let's get to Scorpio. Oh, I'll just do Scorpio, Kayla, and then I'll do your question, okay? So the Divine Masculine in the Scorpio connection. The Divine Masculine, what are their energies right now? Their energies. So I feel the masculine is very much feeling the passion. They're feeling excited. They have a lot of desire and passion for the feminine. But right now there's no talking. You're not seeing each other. There's no communication, and it says you're gone. So I feel the masculine is really feeling the loss of the feminine. Okay, it's really missing the feminine. It's really feeling that. So what about the feminine energy? What about the feminine energy right now? What about the feminine? What is the energy of the feminine? So the feminine, we've got loving, giving, supportive, gives good hugs. So the feminine is very loving and supportive, maybe to friends, family. She's, somebody that is very loving and compassionate, just naturally. Also could be an animal lover, somebody that particularly connects with animals. Maybe you have pets. Maybe you rescue animals. Maybe you're somebody that campaigns for animals, but very strong connection to animals. You could also be a shaman. You could be somebody in a spiritual community. You work with shamanic energies, if I can speak. And with the animal connection, you may feel that you have a special animal guide or spirit guide. You may be connected to that in some way, because very often shamanism, there is a lot of animal symbolism and things. So what is the mutual? What is the mutual energy? It's the mutual energy. Yeah, we got upset, missing you, I do not understand. So I feel you're both feeling a bit like that. You're both missing each other. But there is true passion and romance here. But neither of you is taking action. We've got kiss me again and again in my dreams. So yeah, you could be dreaming about each other. Let's look at the outcome. What's the outcome here? What is the outcome for Scorpio in this connection? What's the outcome here? What's the outcome? What's the outcome? Yeah, we've got Nine of Wands. Even though it's difficult, even though it's challenging, this is like the wounded warrior energy. You haven't neither of you have given up on the other. You're ready for a new beginning. You're ready for a fresh start. Yeah, we've got Queen of Wands energy. So the feminine, you could be a fire sign, or you're just in that energy. You're somebody who's very passionate, creative, very sexy. You know, you could attract a lot of attention. But we've got the Fool energy. So I feel that you're both ready to take a chance. You're going to get ready. And yeah, we've got the Queen of Cups. So again, stepping into the feelings, really, once you connect with your feelings, I feel you're both going to take a leap of faith. And Scorpio energy is the Queen of Cups. So that is you connecting with your emotions. And I feel your masculine is doing the same. And that is going to stir you on to come out of a separation. But it'll be when you're both in the right energy. Okay, so that is Scorpio. So Kayla has a question. May I get a general message? You know what happens, Kayla, when you say that? I'm just saying. Okay, Kayla. Okay. So Kayla would like a general message. So for the highest light, love and truth, what does Kayla need to know? What does Kayla need to know right now? What does Kayla need to know? What does Kayla need to know right now? Well, I feel you're coming out of heartbreak. You're getting over a heartbreak into the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, particularly around love. And with the Ace of Swords, I feel it's about being honest, about speaking your truth, being authentic, and admitting the truth to yourself. Where's the Three of Swords there? Reverse. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. What did I say, Kayla? So, yeah, clarifying the Three of Swords is the Ace of Cups. So I feel now you're getting over heartbreak. You've been healing your heart. You're ready for a brand new beginning in love. Obviously, it starts with self-love. You know, love yourself, nurture you. And with the Wheel of Fortune, things are going to move forward in a very positive way. Your life is going to start moving forward towards your wish fulfillment, okay? You just need to be honest and open up to the truth of what you truly want. And with the Ace of Wands, it's like following your passion, getting creative. And you've got two aces there. So definitely a brand new beginning coming in. And it's about following your your dreams, your desires, your passions, and being honest about it. And once you connect with the truth of that, it's going to move forward in a quick way with the Wheel of Fortune, a very positive way. Yeah, we've got wish fulfillment again. So do any healing that you need to. And, you know, the star is the card of healing. So do any healing, releasing, forgiveness work. And, you know, once you do that, you're manifesting your desires. Yeah, we've got Eight of Wands. So, yeah, again, movement forward, passionate movement forward. It can also talk about messaging. Oh my God, and you've got the Chariot. I can't believe how many cards there are. So your life is going to just start taking off, really. It's going to start moving forward. Yeah, success with the Six of Wands. Success. So whatever you set your heart on, whatever you're focusing on, you're going to have success. You're going to have wish fulfillment. Yeah, because you are the magician. So get clear in your mind, get clear in your heart, get clear with your words, with your emotions, on what you're truly desiring for yourself. Because you can bring that in. You have the ability Oh my God, and you've got the sun. So yeah, the sun, you know, happy times, joyful times, really positive energies. Okay, so a really beautiful message there, Kayla. Okay, so just, you know, follow your own intuition about when you're ready to do anything around it. Okay, so let's go on to Sagittarius. So the masculine in your connection. The masculine in your connection. What are their energies, Sagittarius? The masculine in your connection. Yeah, it was a lovely message. You get some great messages from your guides and angels, Kayla. Yeah, beautiful positive message. What is the energy of the masculine in the Sagittarius reading? Yeah, so the masculine, when they close their eyes, all they see is you. So I feel when they're sleeping at night, they see you in their dreams. They daydream about you. You know, you're number one in their mind and their heart. And we've got someone reaches out, text message or phone call. So again, I feel it's a masculine reaching out. So they cannot forget you. They want to meet. We've got to meet up, leads to passion again. So yeah, there could be a passionate reconnection with the masculine. But let's see what the feminine energy is saying. What is the feminine energy in? For Sagittarius, what's the feminine energy in? Yeah, we've got Earth Mother, someone in touch with nature, the environment and animals. So somebody very grounded, could be an earth sign. Somebody very connected to nature, likes to be outside, very grounded, very down-to-earth person. Very loving, supportive and giving, gives good hugs. I feel the masculine is missing your hugs. Wants your hugs. And we've got adventurous, open to try new things, going new places, meeting new people. So the feminine is ready for an adventure. The feminine is ready to take a chance here. So yeah, you're on a similar energy, I feel. So what is the mutual energy? What's the mutual energy? What is the mutual energy? Yeah, we've got hot passions, cool emotions. So again, it could be that neither of you is actually admitting or speaking your feelings, but the feelings are there. It's just that you're not expressing them. But there is a lot of passion. So there could be a passionate reunion because we've got that a meet up leads to passion. And we've got hot passion. So there could be a connection, a hookup. But it's more than that because you both have feelings. It's just that you're not declaring it. You're holding back. Yeah, we've got twin flame union. So I feel that you both want that. But again, there's some holding back. So what's the outcome? What's the outcome? What's the outcome for Sagittarius? What's the outcome? What's the outcome in this connection? What's the outcome? Oh my God, the sun. So happy times, joyful times. I feel that you help each other connect with your inner child. Maybe for some of you, you've known each other since you were young. You've known each other a long time, but you bring out each other's inner child, I feel. Yeah, we've got Nine of Cups, so it's a wish fulfillment. And yeah, you could be going out dancing, drinking with this person. I feel, yeah, there's going to be celebration. So yeah, beautiful message. So that's Sagittarius. So let's carry on. Starting to wilt now, starting to wilt. Okay, let's get the masculine energy for Capricorn. What is the masculine energy? Why has there got to be 12 signs in the zodiac? Why can't there be 4? Who decided on 12? So for the divine masculine, sea energy, Capricorn connection. Yeah, there's an awareness that you're twin flames. Yeah, they want to meet up, they want to be intimate. But right now, they're not talking to you. And as I said at the beginning, these are for people in separation, no contact, but they definitely want to close the gap between you. They're feeling the connection. They want to be intimate. They want to express their feelings to you in a physical way. So what about the Divine Feminine energy? What about the Divine Feminine energy? So with the Divine Feminine, we've got meditative, deep connection to intuition, higher self, the universe, angels, guides, spirit guides. So yeah, the Divine Feminine is on the spiritual path. She's very connected. She's using her intuition. She's very tuned in to her intuition. She can tune into the masculine's energy. She could be a healer or has done a lot of healing. She could be a Reiki. She could do Reiki work with crystals, but she's very tuned in, very psychically tuned in. She could also be a mother. We've got a mother here, nurturing, loving, kind, supportive. So for some, it could be a single mum, or you know, you've got older kids. If you're on this journey, maybe your children are grown, or it's something that you want, you know, moving forward with your twin flame. You want to have a family, you want to have children with them. So what is the mutual energy? What's the mutual energy? What's the mutual energy? Yeah, we've got nights full of red hot passion. So I feel there could be some sort of reunion. Yeah, you could be checking up on each other's social media. You may not even be openly following each other, but you could be following each other in secret, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you want to kiss each other. You want to be intimate. You're feeling the passion. Yeah, you want that union. So that's come out for a lot of signs. So yeah, definitely some unions coming out for people. So what is the outcome? What's the outcome for Capricorn? What's the outcome? What's the outcome in this connection? What's the outcome? Yeah, we've got the World. So there's a whole new chapter starting. Yeah, with the Fool. So you're both going to want to take a leap of faith. And with the Queen of Cups, I feel you're both going to be admitting your feelings to each other. Okay, you're both in touch with your emotions around your feelings for each other. So that is Capricorn. Okay, so for Capricorn, oh, not Capricorn, now we're on Aquarius. The Divine Masculine and the Aquarius connection, the Divine Masculine and the Aquarius connection. What is their energies for the Divine Masculine and the Aquarius connection? Yeah, so the Divine Masculine and the Aquarius connection is missing their feminine. They want to date them. They want to take them out for a date. They want to tell them what they mean to them, because their life is cold without them, without the feminine in it. So they're really feeling the loss of the feminine, okay? As I said, you know, these are for people in separation, no contact. So what about the feminine energy? What about the feminine energy for in the Aquarius connection? What about feminine energy? What about the feminine? What about the feminine energy? Yeah, so we've got a Divine Feminine here who's looking after herself physically, mentally, watching what she eats and drinks, getting exercise. Also connected to her sensual self, wants to, be intimate with her masculine, wants to give and receive pleasure, but also very logical, using her intelligence. So very balanced. She's a good problem solver. She's very balanced with her thoughts and her feelings. So she's in a balanced energy. So what is the mutual energy? What is the mutual energy? What's the mutual energy of this connection? What's the mutual energy? What's the mutual energy? Yeah, so I mean, we've got two cards saying there's going to be a message, a communication, but neither of you are being honest about how you feel. So there's a bit of holding back. Yeah, but you're both in that self-love energy. So you're both in that self-love energy, but right now, there could be a bit of wariness, a bit of holding back, not wanting to be the first to say, I love you, something like that. So what's the outcome for Aquarius? What's the outcome for Aquarius? Yeah, we've got messages again with the 8 of Wands. So definitely communication coming in. Yeah, coming out of stock energy, the Hangman reverse, coming out of stock energy. Yeah, with the World card, there's a whole new chapter waiting to start. So yeah, I feel you're on the verge of a new beginning in this connection. So that is Aquarius. So I'm just going to get onto the last sign and then I'm going to go. So my back is killing me now. So my chair that I sit in is, after a while, it's just not very comfortable. It is a special chair, but it's just, yeah, it's not comfortable after a while. Been sitting in the same position. Okay, so let's get to Pisces. So what is the Divine Masculine energy for Pisces? What is their energy right now? What's the energy of the Divine Masculine and Pisces connection? It's the energy of the masculine. Yeah, so we've got reunion, being honest about how you feel. So the masculine wants to reunite, to speak up their truth. They want to be intimate. But there's more than that, it's not just lust, they have feelings, they want to connect with you openly because they're really missing you. But my life is cold without you in it. So the loss of you, the not speaking to you, has really affected them, and it's made them realise how much you truly mean to them. So what about the feminine energy? What about the feminine energy? About the feminine energy. The feminine energy. Yeah, so the feminine's in a good energy. She's feeling positive. She's ready for a new beginning. And she's feeling optimistic. And yeah, she's ready to move forward. Yeah, she's in self-love, self-worth, self-esteem. She's in a good energy. She's feeling good. Yeah, she's loving, giving and supportive. Yeah. And she's, making sure that she's not giving from an empty cup. She's taking care of herself first. She's learned that lesson the hard way, I feel. So what is the mutual energy? Yeah, you're both feeling this twin flame connection. You're both feeling that connection. Yeah, again, we've got message coming in. Yeah, and self-love, self-care. So you've both been doing that work on yourselves. You're both in a really good self-love energy. So once you're matching, your vibrations will attract each other. So what's the outcome? Oh my God, that flew out. Wow. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. So you could be connected with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy, but they're they're the knight that is solid. They're the knight that comes forward with a solid offer. They're not wishy-washy. They're here to stay. So I feel the masculine is coming in with a solid offer. They're ready to take this to the next level. Yeah, Ten of Cups. So they want a relationship. They want to start a relationship with you. They're self-aware, they're aware of their feelings, and they want to take it to the next level. Okay, so that is Pisces. I'm going to go now. So thank you everybody for showing up. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for your support. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate that. I am now just over 4K, but I want to get a few more, and then I will be doing my giveaways. I'll announce that the next few days, if you're interested. So yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, sending you lots of love and blessings, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.